What up, everyone? It's Golden Boy. We're back. Also, it just occurred to me that it makes sense if we learn things about the characters in one timeline, we can try to push that conversation in the other. It completely slipped my mind. So yeah, we learn more about this in Gwen's. Wait. Yeah, we learn more about this to jumping in between timelines and going into her office, etc. And then we kind of discussed it with living Gwen, and now we're here in the Dead World Gwen.
Of course I did. I busted my ass to help Safi get that deal in the first place.
Right.
Introduced her to my agent, my publisher, lobbied for her. I don't regret it. That book was good.
Yeah.
This keeps getting weirder and weirder.
You got the deal, then killed it?
Let me get this straight. You helped Safi get the deal, and then you killed it?
If it had to be done, it made sense for me to do it. You know, I brought you into this world, etc.
Okay, how did you convince the publisher?
So, what did you tell the publisher that made them nix the deal?
I told them there was incendiary content in the book. Which was true. It would have harmed a lot of people. Safi included.
That bad? Yeah, what was so incendiary?
Safi's book was incendiary? How? What was it about?
You really don't have an off switch, do you?
Nope. I need to know now.
How much did Safi tell you about Maya Okada?
Gwen's bringing up Maya?
Ooh.
Time to pay attention.
Safi never mentioned her.
Maya Okada? Safi never mentioned the name.
She always did keep her cards close to her chest, didn't she? The two of them were like the creepy twins in The Shining. You never saw one without the other.
Hmm.
And that Vin Lang kid used to follow the two of them around like a lost puppy.
Huh.
But then Maya took her own life.
And that's what Safi wrote about in her book?
Maya's death and everything around it. Her anger at her mom for even thinking of Caledon when she'd just lost a soulmate. Ultimately, I realized it wasn't worth putting Yasmin and Safi through all that again. I made a call. I don't know if it was the right one, but it's one I made.
Sounds like Yasmin can tell me more about Maya. I'll have to be tactful.
Okay, one last thing.
One last thing. Is that Safi's manuscript?
Oh, part of it, why?
Can I read it?
No. That's where I draw the line. I don't trust you not to dig up old graves. Jesus. I've spilled too much already. Let's call this conversation over. Huh?
Shit. Now I'm even more convinced there's something important in that manuscript. How do I get my hands on a copy? It takes me ages to comment on one student photo. I can't imagine having to grade exams.
That's actually a lot simpler. Well, maybe.
One of Safi's former students, I guess.
Dear Hunter, first and foremost, my condolences. I know you and Safi were close. You don't know me, there's no reason you would. I know it might be inappropriate to come to you with this, but I frankly don't know what else to do. Before her death, Safi was helping me. I know as a member of the LGBT community yourself, etc. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's it.
Happy holidays to my favorite prof. I don't think one of those Abraxas roses for Safi.
Do it here? Alright. Would that work?
If I'm lucky, maybe this Gwen left Safi's manuscript behind. Gotcha.
All the daughters we don't talk about. Safi Fayyad.
Reading Safi's manuscript after all this feels like, I don't know, being hit by a tidal wave.
A million miles beneath my feet, she lies still in her Sunday clothes. We killed her with our own hands. I mean, our lack of hands. I killed her with my voice. I mean, my lack of voice. Maya's book was like a child or a tumor or a rising beast within her. On the first page, she wrote that she was drowning, and by the time she finished, she was drowned. Laws of physics. The drowned always surface. What isn't spoken still exists. You can chop her up and sell her for parts, but her ghost remains whole, floating there in the corner of my kitchen, giving me that familiar look, the one that says unstitch. Unstitch the bindings, let the pages fall out, fluttering like birds shot down. The one that says take him for everything he's got and then some. He.
Whatever happened with Maya was explosive. Let's see what Yasmin has to say about her.
Yeah, seriously.
Will Gwen be allowed to come back for these? Tossing Gwen out screwed everybody over.
Can we get this hand off to a TA? Sorry for the additional workload, Olivia.
So they took her computer. Probably going through it right now. I hope somebody is coming in to water you guys. Preferably someone who doesn't have to break in through an alternate dimension.
Oh. Dr. Hunter, this morning I attempted to call student resources asking them why your classes for the rest of the semester have been canceled. I was told in no uncertain terms that it was none of my business. Then I tried calling the president. She didn't even pick up the phone. Then I walked up to Mr. Reyes, the custodian. He told me he witnessed you being removed by security and that you'd been suspended under suspicions of selling drugs to students. I won't insult you by asking if you're guilty. I'll just wish you the best and tell you that you're the best teacher I've ever had. My student visa only lasts for another semester, but if there's anything I can do, or if and on some off chance you're ever in Bangkok, look me up. Tan Somai. Dr. Hunter, this is bullshit. You rock. I'm drunk. Happy birthday. Apologies for the stationery. It was the only thing within reach. I believe I speak for all of us when I say this is unacceptable, and you can count on our support at the hearing next week if you're looking for a lawyer. I can recommend a decent one. We're going to fight this, Gwen. We'll go to the paper if we have to. Kaladin Lit Department. You will be avenged. It is strange because we do see her supposedly giving drugs to students. There's no way.
Would you mind closing it behind you, Max?
Nice. Glad I did that before I left. Okay, we talked to Living World Yasmin, correct? Yes. Oh, Moses. Hey Max, I know it's been an eventful morning and I'm still parsing it all, but I had a quick question. Are you able to get my text when you're in the other timeline? Trying to grasp the extent of what you can do from a physics POV. Doesn't seem like I can, no. Okay, cool, that's a big help. I'll be in touch a little later when I've made some inroads into what happened earlier. Okay, so I started doing a little digging into the Alderman situation and it's already weird. Apparently neither Vermont State nor Lakeport PD have any record of a Detective Alderman ever. Oh, that's weird.
How can they have no record of him? They sent him.
To say the least. Unless, either he completely got erased or he never existed to begin with, per se. Oh, sorry. Yasmin. Hello, Maxine. I wanted to say I appreciate the friendship you and Moses had with Sophia. Even though she ended her life in the manner she did, you both made the life she did have, as special as it was brief. No way she's believing that crap. Lucas. Safi's first public reading was at a book expo and she had all of us eating out of the palm of her hand. She was meant for so much more. She appreciated you being there. She was so nervous. It didn't show. It never did with my Safi. She was full of espressos. She was full of espressos and having the time of her life. It's nice to remember her that way. Oh, my friend. Max, that's me, murderer apparently. I really do appreciate the journal. Ooh, okay. I could have saved Alder. What the fuck? I could have saved Alderman. I could have saved him, couldn't I? I was so close. If only Moses hadn't. Shit, Moses saved my life. He didn't know what would happen. Neither of us did. But he leapt in anyway. It's been a long time since I was the one being pulled from a bad end by someone else. Who knows what would have happened to me if Moses hadn't stepped in? We bonded in a way only a near-death experience can. God, I hope Moses is alright. Please let him be alright. He had a peculiar... I wonder if there's going to be residual effects from that touch. I don't know. Okay, we need to go see... Yasmin. Oh. Oh, she's here.
Sorry, Yasmin, but I'll need to interrupt your downtime with some questions. Loretta's a hard worker. I'll give her that. I just wish she'd use her powers for good. Okay, time for a delicate conversation. Hi, Yasmin.
Maxine, how are you? I was worried after your nosebleed yesterday.
Like I said, I get those all the time.
Still, be careful. Small symptoms can be signs of larger problems. A toothache can mean a heart attack.
I'm gonna try not to think about that too
Yeah, seriously, it's crazy to think about.
much.
Too
I was
much if
hoping
you ask
we
me.
could talk.
Come, sit.
Oh, not the book deal. Yeah, will Gwen be fired? Let's start with the good mood.
You look like you've won the day. Coffee's that good?
Our ratings are. Caledon is once again one of the top universities in the country. The
Oh.
coffee is just
So-so.
so-so.
Safi?
Have you seen Safi today?
No. We're meeting later this afternoon. I can tell her you were looking for her.
Do I want to go with Gwen or Safi? I mean, it makes more sense to talk about Safi.
Did Safi tell you her book deal was canceled?
What? No. How was she when she found out?
Not sure, but I bet she was devastated.
Oh, Safia. I'll be sure to talk to her about this.
Okay, I guess we're going into it.
I wanted to ask you about something. Have you heard of a student named Maya Okada?
Of course. She took her own life. 4 years ago. A horrible tragedy.
I think Safi's book was canceled because it was about Maya.
Impossible. Safia didn't even know Maya.
Did Yasmin just lie to me? Do I call her out? She'll be pissed, but I can cut straight to the point. Or should I go along with it and see what narrative she's trying to spin?
No, let's hear the narrative.
Of course. I don't know why I thought they knew each other. It's just...
What?
There's a rumor about Maya.
There's this rumor that something happened with Maya before she died.
I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but Ms. Okada appears to have caused herself a great deal of pain.
So, she had a bad reputation. No wonder you didn't want her and Safi associated with each other.
Exactly. Strange. I really thought Vin's statement closed the matter.
Vin's statement.
Shady cow skull throwing Vin is involved?
Enough ancient history. I have a favor to ask. Safia's been distant lately. Could you keep an eye on her for me?
Why me?
Are you sure that I'm the best person to...
Yes. Because she trusts you. And I trust you.
Yeah. Sure. I'll look out for her.
Thank you, Maxine. Oh, the time. Let's do lunch again. Somewhere with more atmosphere than the other place.
That was... odd. What did she mean by Vin's statement? Maybe I'd better talk to Vin myself.
Yeah, we should go see Vin. I'm glad we got that out of her. I didn't see it at the time since I wasn't at Caledon yet, but Safi shared it with me once. Hang on. He said Maya was an incredibly talented writer but also had mental health problems. We tried to get her the help she needed, but that didn't work. If we'd known it was as bad as it was, we would have done more. Does that help? It does. Moses, you're a gem. considering the link between Maya and Safi, there's a possibility that she very well wanted, because she couldn't do anything about getting the truth out, so she instead wanted to use her book to send a message.
He's probably in the admin building.
Of course he is. Oh, Lucas. If you're available, Max, I've acquired an extra ticket to the Burlington Expo. To clarify, this is strictly an invitation from a colleague. I have no interest in you outside of that. I can't make it.
Lucas must be really grateful if he deigns to be this nice to me.
How about I bring you back a tote? Sure, I guess. Yeah, he's being nice. Sorry for the long wait times. Isaac and Emily are out sick, so we're a little backed up. Wasn't anticipating this big of a lunch rush. 45-minute wait time? I don't need my coffee that badly. Less posting, more serving. Damn you guys. Oh, hey!
Hey, sport. We're just gonna walk past me without saying hello?
My fault, Amanda. Unforgivable.
Oh, what a terrible mistake. Whatever shall I do?
I'm hurt, but I'm sure you can make it up to me.
Yeah, it's
I'll
6.
think of something. Anyway, hi Amanda. What are you doing on campus?
Just going on a coffee run?
But your coffee's better at the Turtle. This one tastes like ass.
Enough about me. What are you doing here?
I work here.
No. I mean, I just saw you talking to President Fayyad. What were you talking about?
Yeah, let's be honest.
I was asking her about Safi and her relationship with a student named Maya Okada.
Oh. Why?
It's kind of a long story, but it's for something important.
Sky's always falling for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Well, I'll leave you to your something important. See you around, Tiger.
See you, Amanda.
Interesting reaction.
He's probably in the admin building.
It seems like she knew something. I forgot whose phone we looked at. Was it dead? No, it was living. Yeah, it's definitely living. Time to snoop. Any items here? Mothman book?
I didn't realize I needed cryptid erotica until just now. Keep up my shenanigans and I'll have to add Max Caulfield to the list.
Yeah, seriously. The storm of Arcadia Bay. Excuse me.
Okay, Isabel, you were absolutely right.
As always. What, was I right about?
As it happens, a number of folks, faculty and staff alike, would love a 4-day work week.
Ooh.
How many would you say a number is?
A dozen? And I only started talking to people after our chat yesterday. Not just the work week either. Lots of issues came up.
Huh.
Such as?
salaries, tenure track, the fact that at least 3 different department heads, including ours, have always been men.
Hmm.
Been thinking too small.
We've been thinking way too small.
So a new proposal wouldn't be for a 4-day work week period. It'd be for a 4-day work week and...
Yes and no. We're not submitting a new proposal.
Holy shit, Rati. You mean...
I do. Better to beg forgiveness than ask permission.
Oh.
If you need help drafting a list of demands to take to Yasmin, I'm your girl.
Appreciate that, but it's still early days. If this is going to work, we need numbers.
The dozen you mentioned before?
Not nearly enough. And even those aren't guaranteed to have our backs when push comes to shove.
So, what's next?
Krampus. Tomorrow night, we can talk to folks there without drawing attention.
Can't remember the last time I was genuinely excited to go to Krampus.
Wow. Okay. Plans for the building.
A crush on Lucas? Really? Things can't be that bad, can they?
Sure they can. The photo over here.
Caledon's Gorilla Girl strikes again. Keep fighting the good fight, kid.
Do they all? Yes, they do. Ha! Damn, somebody's a fiend. Foam bullets.
Looks like somebody had their last stand.
Funny. Hmm? Security guard.
It's that security guy who's been lurking all over campus. Is he looking at classes?
Kind of weird.
I wanted to talk to you about Abraxas and who should be leading it.
Waiting until I'm down to try to kick me out, huh? I thought you were smarter than that. And nicer, frankly.
Vin, cut the bullshit. This isn't about you. It's about the...
Don't mind us, Max. We were just finishing up.
Vin, Abraxas needs new blood.
You mean you need another line on your resume?
Hold up, can we talk? I just want to ask you about Maya.
Please. I can't handle the both of you. Trying to exploit my weak spots.
Whoa.
Did I just witness a failed crown snatching?
You gotta seize the opportunities when you can. And hey, it almost worked. Speaking of which, what's the deal with Maya? Isn't she the undergrad who died a while ago?
That's her? Why, do you know anything?
Just that Vin looks like he bit into a lemon anytime someone says her name.
So Maya makes Vin uncomfortable, huh? Let's find out why.
There's gonna be a debate at the beginning of next semester. A special little pissing match for Vin and me.
Okay.
He usually runs for Abraxas president unopposed. But if I had the right piece of dirt, I bet I could make him step down.
If I give her something juicy and then go to the other timeline, maybe I can listen in on Diamond confronting Vin?
Vin's covering something for Jasmine. Vin said Maya had mental health problems. Something for Yasmin. Should I push it? Because maybe saying something about Yasmin will get him to say something unexpectedly. I don't. And I can like decline. Vin's covering something for Yasmin. Is he covering for something? You know what? Let's push it a bit.
Vin gave a public statement about Maya. And I think Yasmin had something to do with it.
Like Yasmin asked him to give the statement?
That's the vibe I got. Do with it what you will.
I don't get it. Were Maya and Vin friends or something?
I'm not sure, but they definitely knew each other.
And Vin gave a statement about her death. What a pompous little piece of shit.
Don't go too hard on him now.
Just try not to go too hard on him, okay? He's not in the greatest place.
Relax. I'm not Loretta.
Can you do me a favor? Wait until I get out of here to bring this up with him.
You got it. I won't jeopardize your getaway.
If I'm going to listen in on this conversation, I need to cross to the other side.
Okay. It should be here.
That's my cue to get out of here. I've got to hear what Vin says to Diamond when he thinks I'm not listening.
You can't see me though.
If I eavesdrop on Diamond and Vin, Vin might leak what he knows about Maya. That's my cue.
Okay. Am I in the wrong spot? Oh, she's coming this way. Oh, okay.
Can you let a man make a stale cup of coffee in peace?
No, because here's the thing. I didn't want to bring this up before, but I know about the statement you made. About Maya. Yasmin asked you to give that statement, didn't you?
That's an extremely fucked up thing to bring up.
Nobody expects the head of Abraxas to be Mother Teresa, but they shouldn't be covering up details about someone's death.
Alright, fine. You wanna know what happened? After he died, Yasmin told me that if I stated on the record that Maya was troubled, give me a job as her assistant.
Holy.
You had to say about Maya.
Diamond, maybe because we were fucking friends? I met in one of Colmenaro's fiction classes and it clicked.
When you said that
Oh.
shit about her?
Shut up. You wanted a performance and now you're making it. I grew up without anybody, okay? Most kids at Caldo don't get what that's like. I'm not gonna make it as an actor. So yes, Yasmin promised me a stable, respectable job, health insurance. And I took it. And I cared about Maya. And it was a horrible thing to do, and I've regretted it ever since.
I don't have to bring that up in the debate.
There's not gonna be a debate. I'm dropping out of the race.
You're just gonna let me be the head of a practice? Like that?
It doesn't feel very good in the end, does it?
Vin met Maya in Lucas's class. And he also knows something about the cow skull through Sophie's windshield, which conveniently made Lucas look guilty. If I can pressure the other Vin, maybe he'll tell me what the hell is going on here.
Damn, it's crazy. I'm glad I think I made the right call with that statement. Alright, here we go. Hey, Vin.
He looks so composed. Let's hope what I've learned is enough to crack him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Bad time?
Oh, it's fine. I'm just playing calendar Tetris. Gwen's hearing threw off the boss's schedule. Anyway, what can I do for you, Max?
Yasmin gave you this job as a favor, didn't she? For talking to a reporter who was writing about Maya's death?
Didn't your parents ever teach you to not bring up people's dead friends for no reason?
There is a reason. I promise.
Please, enlighten me.
I'm trying to help someone.
It might not make a lot of sense, but I'm trying to help someone. And that means learning about Maya.
Maya's been dead for years now. She can't help you or anyone else.
Just go with me for a second, okay?
All right.
You said in your statement that Maya was troubled. But that wasn't true, was it? Vin, what really happened?
Ask Lucas Colmenero. It all started in his class. He has Maya's blood on his hands.
You're not saying Lucas...
Killed her? Not literally, but... The man deserves every misfortune that befalls him.
Like, for example, if Sophie suspected him of tossing a cow skull through her windshield?
No more free secrets. I have a reputation to protect.
I guess I could reveal one of the other secrets I know.
The restraining order? Gwen was framed. You and we don't have evidence that she was framed. Well, not good evidence at least. You and Sophie were together. We don't want to push that button just yet. Let's do the Lucas one.
What if I told you that Lucas filed a restraining order against Sophie?
Well, I say that Lucas is less dumb than I thought.
So, was that a shiny enough info nugget or not?
Very shiny.
Alright. So was the cow skull you or not?
Yes.
Okay.
So, why?
I mean, you've seen a pissed off Safi before. She's like a force of nature. When I heard her book got squashed, I seized an opportunity to aim her at a deserving target.
So you were what? Protecting Gwen?
That's as much as you get. And now I really do have to get back to work. But, Caulfield, whatever the real reason is for you digging up old history, be respectful to Maya. She suffered enough while she was alive.
Max, don't need to knock. My door's always open.
Lucas, what did you do?
Come on in. I want to show you something.
I'm not sure I like where this is going. Well, I mean, story-wise, it's great. It's just, as a character, ooh, this might get really messy. And this also might be a situation where we have Yasmin doing all that in order to cover up for this man and what he did. Possibly.
Looks like someone had a party foul.
What? Oh, it's just coffee. I'm a little preoccupied.
Aw, cute.
My son gave that to me a few years ago. I just dug it out of storage. Ah, are you familiar with Araucaria forests? They're all over southern Chile.
I'm not. They look beautiful, though.
Well, next time the Wanderlust hits you.
I don't recognize the name.
Oh, that. A fan sent it to me. He's quite famous, actually. Do you follow much football?
Not really.
Not really.
Cool though. Alright, Lucas.
What can I get you to tell me about Maya? What did you want to show me?
Take a look at that.
The order?
Holy shit, he actually did it. Did I make the right choice? Should I have told Safi about this?
Order granting in part temporary restraining order and setting date for a preliminary injunction hearing. This matter having come before the court on plaintiff Lucas Colmenero, motion of temporary restraining order, preliminary and permanent injunction motion, and its verified complaint, hereby finds and orders as follows. Based on the facts alleged in Lucas Colmenero's verified complaint and the motion and supporting affidavit, Lucas Colmenero has established the following requisite elements of a temporary restraining order. Also, yeah, it's problematic. I don't believe Lucas would do anything, per se. But he is trying to protect his own ass. In the sense that now if Yasmin wants, I mean not Yasmin, but Safi wants to push anything as far as getting info out of him or even attempting to defame him, it'll be extremely difficult because he has this order in place. And it just makes her look bad. So her character comes into question for anybody else. Even though he might be completely guilty later on. Yeah, so it's problematic. Damn. But at the time, we were just doing it for his kid. That's gonna be rough. Okay. The email, right?
A movie? Holy shit. Now I don't have to read the rest of the book.
I've got some great news for you. Olympus Mons Pictures is interested in the film rights for Wilder Beasts Than These. I'll call you with more details the next step, so keep an eye out. Underpaid author.
This is actually a really cool shot. I hope Robbie's doing okay. Looks like Lucas has been having some late nights. A pen so fancy I'd be nervous to write with it.
It's a temporary one. I bought myself 2 weeks to find some solid evidence. I know you may
Okay.
not be thrilled. Safi's your friend. But it's giving me a lot of peace of mind, so thank you.
That said, I did help him out before, so now we're on friendly terms. So now I should be able to talk to him and get some info. Maybe trick him.
No problem. I hope whatever's going on between you and Safi can be fixed.
Yeah, let's be tactful about this.
Hopefully, without that.
I'm afraid that ship has sailed. But I'm sure that's not why you came to my office. How can I help you, Max?
Okay, so a movie deal.
I don't mean to pry, but I couldn't help seeing that email from your agent.
Oh, no worries. It's an incredible feeling. Getting chosen for the big screen. About time, right? Just don't tell people yet. Okay, Max? These sorts of things, they have to be announced properly. I'm thinking at Krampus.
Krampus?
Probably. I have a call with my agent later. I'll get the details then.
How's Robbie?
How's Robbie doing?
Still angry with me, but we're making progress. I canceled a few things to go to his taekwondo match. I think it made him happy.
If what I'm thinking is true, it would now make sense why Safi would go to her kid about his dad being Mr. Komel Hero. And even more so, her overall displeasure with this man.
I was wondering, what can you tell me about Maya Okada?
Oh.
Why do you ask?
I'm just curious.
I don't really know much about her, but I heard she was your student. I'm just curious is all.
What happened to Maya was a tragedy. A tragedy I really don't like to talk about. So I'm afraid you'll have to whet your curiosity somewhere else.
Defensive? Okay.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a phone call to take with my agent, so if you could see yourself out.
Very defensive.
Sure.
Okay, Lucas.
Well, that was a bust. Won't be able to snoop around in here either.
Yeah, now unless I can jump. Not the scam calls.
This is it. Let's see what he's hiding.
Where is Lucas right now? Oh yeah, he's at the thing, right?
This is it. Let's see what he's hiding.
Yeah, he's at the expo. And it's open. Lucky me. Alright, Lucas, what did you do?
Alright. Let's see what I can find about Maya.
Oh, snap.
How'd they get in here? Jesus, some of these items are priceless. I've got a lot on my plate. I don't need this right now. Where the hell's Yasmin? Where's security?
First Gwen's slashed tires, now Lucas's office? What's going on in his timeline?
Damn, girl, is it you? I keep seeing posts about people breaking into the crime scene. Good fucking luck. Have fun being traumatized for the rest of your life. Let me apologize in advance for behaving like the hall monitor, but do you need help? Thanks, Dr. Hunter. I'm fine. I'm just being dramatic. Please don't hesitate to reach out if the time comes, and not just to me. Kaladin's mental health resources aren't as robust as I'd like, but they do exist. Oh, Moses. See. Update. I thought I hit a wall with the Alderman mystery, but then I got a single ping for the name Alderman in Lakeport area. There's a bizarre report from 40 or so years ago about a widow named Miss Marjorie Alderman, who'd be in her late 60s now. I'm still reading through it, and I'll reach out soon once I made a sense of it. Okay, from the past.
Would Alderman's mother know what happened to her son?
Believe me, after what we saw up there, I will. Okay.
The Scholes Award for Literary Excellence. They're handing out typewriters now for writing books. Pretentious, shiny, and probably hasn't typed a word in years. Kinda like Lucas. Do you have something for me, Mr. Filing Cabinet?
Let's look. Although I'm willing to bet anything personal about her.
These are all from this year. I doubt I'll find anything about Maya.
Yeah, he's gonna keep that at his desk, or like in some cubby, hidden.
That's a lot of junk. But maybe what I need is somewhere in there.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, this looks promising.
Yasmin did one of these?
Snapping turtle, that's what it was. ST.
M.O. That could definitely be Maya Okada.
I can't believe the Lucas Colmenero wants to be my mentor. Going to bring in what I have so far tomorrow. I'm a little stuck on where to go next, so maybe you can help me brainstorm. Excited to see what you think. Thanks again. Coffee stains.
I didn't realize just how much Lucas's book has resonated with people. M.O. That could... maybe he reads it for the articles.
Is it him? I don't think I recognize him.
Whoa, why were Lucas and Maya meeting so much? This can't be a repeat of what happened at my high school. One time was far too many.
No, it really could be. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm glad you made the connection on your own. Let's see. Yeah, quite a bit. For at least an hour.
Of course, Lucas is the type of asshole that makes you buy his own book for class.
Ha!
Well, This at least confirms Maya took his class.
Ven Lang, Safi, Maya. They're pretty close. Very good info. Maybe the game's trying to misdirect me in what I think could be happening.
World's okayest dad. Might be the first time Lucas didn't oversell himself. That's probably his ex-wife. They look really happy here.
Hello, Key.
What a strange place to find a key. Must be significant.
Oh yeah, that's the lock. What's the book here for?
Seems like at least one student remembers Lucas fondly. Looks like a fun read. I didn't know Lucas did fun.
Oh, it's not the... Okay, let's keep looking around. Must be another drawer or something. Something to open. Something I missed? Ah.
Nope.
Something smaller then? Oh, maybe this one? Could be promising.
Doesn't fit.
Really? Really? Here? Could be, actually. Son of a gun. But why? What do you have in here?
That's not what I was expecting. Wait, 1,000,000 miles beneath my feet? I know this. Maya wrote this.
1,000,000 miles beneath my feet. Something less pointed, more metaphor. In that city, the beast rose and stared into me. It became me. I had always been the beast. But that was later. Now I was trembling, freezing cold on a January morning. I took a step toward the moving truck, glanced back at the people gathered on the curb, and instantly understood what it felt like to drown. My parents were looking at each other, and Obasan was looking at the ground. An outsider might see this as obstinance, disapproval at my departure, but I knew they'd been crying and they didn't want me to see. These people owned my soul, I thought. Separating from them was like trying to breathe water. All I could do was thrash. 18 is too young. Hana is only a girl, Obasan said over dinner the night before, talking about me like I wasn't there. She's American, said my father. Like that explained it. We're all American now. All of us except my brother Kaito. He had his job in Tokyo. Not even wild horses could drag him from Japan. Those same wild horses that took me from the only home I have ever known, across 200 miles of highway, to a city with a beast at its center, where inside that labyrinth the people who owned my soul would have it torn away from them. This notion of displacement would translate no matter the country. Oh my god, do we have a situation of plagiarism?
Come on, there's gotta be a copy in here. Maybe 10 of them.
The book, right? Yeah.
Holy shit. It's the same. Vin was right. Lucas does have blood on his hands. This is what I've been missing this entire time. I have to talk to Safi. Safi, hey.
Stay strong, Habibti. You know where to find me.